Hey y'all, I know it's been over a week since I was able to put anything on. I've got a hectic schedule with work and other things that's going on in my life, but this right here is a very important week. This is the week that they went and signed the Declaration of Independence. Something very, very important. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. Saturday on the 4th, I'm going to put out another video um, about the importance with the 4th of July. But I want to give some history before the Declaration of Independence. Whenever we declared our independence from England, they had already, King George had already sent out a decree um, basically disowning the 13 colonies. Uh, he went and said, going to starve them out. He said all their shipments, all that stuff, that we're canceling that. They're any ships that are bringing them, they're free to raid. They're not under our protection, so do with them what you will. And he went and basically had put death warrants on the 13 colonies because uh, before the Declaration of Independence, you'd already had Bunker Hill, you'd already had several battles that had come about because of the British oppression. Britain, King George, um, he was really making it rough on the colonies. Um, he went and was bound and determined to bend them to their will, even though William Penn, uh, or one of his descendants, I can't remember exact, he had went and wrote a letter to King George, begging him, saying, "We're still your loyal subjects. We're still under your crown. Um, have mercy on us." And King George, he just dismissed it. He was having none of it. And because of that, that's why our founders went and met. I believe it was 56 of them met in Philadelphia in a closed building in the middle of summer where it's just hot, miserable, and they're locked in this room, no windows open, no doors open. And these men, whenever they signed the Declaration of Independence, signed their death warrant. They went and basically gave up all their fortunes. John Hancock was was the wealthiest man in New England, and he knew that by signing that document, all was going to be gone. That he would have nothing. That if they did not win their independence, then all was lost. And they knew that if they were captured, that and I believe John Hancock already had a bounty on his head. And they knew that they faced execution if they were found. They were traitors to the crown. And these men, to give us the independence that we have today, they went and put their lives on the line whenever they signed that document. I know a lot of people, they think that the United States has failed. Um, Capitalism is no good. We need to go to socialism and communism, which has failed every place it's ever been tried. That's one of the stupidest things I ever heard. But we have freedom in this country because of those men that signed that document. And we owe a debt of gratitude to them. They went, and these weren't, some of them were wealthy, some of them weren't. They were just men that wanted their freedom. They wanted their independence from England. Here was a man thousands of miles away over on an island dictating to them what they couldn't do, taking their money and taxes and giving it basically to the British Crown, to the people in England, and we were getting no benefits from it. And so they rose up because of what they were doing to them. And just imagine the government is taking everything from you. They're trying to starve you to death. They're trying to just run your lives from thousands of miles away. And these men, they said enough's enough. We're not going to take this anymore. And because of it, we have this great nation. I'm not saying we're perfect. There's been times in this nation where there's things that shouldn't have happened, but they learned from their mistakes. They've moved on, and we have it better than most any country in the world, if not better than any country in the world. And I know some will dispute that, and fine, but all these people that have come over from with these soccer tournaments and all, the majority of what I've seen, they've realized what the media says is an absolute lie about the United States, where they're telling them they won't be safe, they won't, that they're going to be hurt, the people are awful in the country, and then they're coming to find out how good the American people are. And yeah, we got some bad eggs. We got just like any place else. But the people have been great to them, showed them great hospitality, and this country, I love this country. You know, that's about unheard of, people saying, but I love this country. I'm proud of this country. I know some people, they're so political that whoever's in the White House, it determines if they're going to be proud of America or not. I'm proud of the United States, no matter who's in there, because we had the freedom to choose who we wanted, to vote, to elect who we want to represent us. And I pray that this country lasts another 250, another, I hope it lasts as long as this world stands. More than likely it won't. You've got people in there now that are bound and determined to destroy this nation. We're even electing people that want to destroy this country, want to destroy this government because they hate this country. And if you live in those areas, vote these people out. I mean, we need to come together as a nation. We can't let these people divide this nation. I know these colleges have brainwashed these people, and it's sad and it's awful what these colleges have taught, and not teaching the truth on these things. And it's time that we come together, quit letting people divide us, make this country great again, and we can do it. All we got to do is come together. We can have different opinions. We can have different ways that we think that go, but that's where the great thing is. We can elect those into office that we agree with, and people don't like the electoral college, but if you didn't have the electoral college, just a few cities would be able to dictate to the rest of the country what's going on. So we need to have a power where the smaller states, we can have a say. And I know this may be a ramble, but I love the United States of America. I'm proud to be an American, and I'll make my last stand here if it took it, or if it takes it. But this is my home. This is my country, and I'll stand for it. And I thank the men that signed that Declaration of Independence, that gave us this country, that declared our independence from England, and who were willing to die for this country. Folks, as this 4th of July approaches, think about those things. Think about those men that signed that document. And God bless you. God bless America. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.